I was surprised to see how many people were having success in the classroom. Like,
Mm.
even though I'd watched videos of other entrepreneurs that you'd interviewed, like me, like we're doing now, and all this stuff, I still just like kept thinking maybe these are all plants, like maybe they're all just made up. My average month of sales was between 5 to 8K, and then I would have spikes in the holidays. Yeah, I was looking at 7K, we'll say, per month.
Mm.
I basically made that much within a few days of launching the ads. And then by the end of the month, like not even a full month later, like 20 days later, I had already hit like 30K, and it was already my best month ever for like 45K or something like that. Like just stupendous. Like I was like almost crying after a few days because I just couldn't. I would look at my phone, and I was in China, so I would see what would happen the day before, like first thing in the morning. It was just could not believe. Yeah, just couldn't believe it was real. I mean, I'm still kind of like getting over it. Or half of my gross top line sales is just pure profit. It has just clarified everything about how to grow the business. Like now there's air, and now I can actually think about product development again in a serious way, or I can think
Mm.
about how to delegate customer service and create systems for that,
Mm.
because now I'm running out of, I'm having trouble keeping up with it. And like I'm moving into a different office now. It's hard to disentangle my life from the business, I guess. That's why I put both of them there,
Mm.
because I've really believed in this product that I've created. And now that it's validated in this way, and I feel like I can really grow it, it feels like I can fulfill my purpose, basically. Like I have a
Mm.
path to fulfilling my purpose, and it doesn't have to be more and more suffering. I had a lot of self-doubt. Like I kind of wondered if there was something inherently flawed about me that was just like there's some people that can do it and other people that can't. And I
Mm.
guess
Mm.
I'm not sure if maybe I'm just one of these people that just can't do it, you know?
Mm.
And I think what's been so life-changing about your program is that yeah, it I see a path, basically. Like it lays
Mm.
it all out. You guys made it very clear. It has just clarified everything about how to grow the business. Like now there's air, and now I can actually think about product development again in a serious way, or I can think
Mm.
about how to delegate customer service and create systems for that,
Mm.
because now I'm running out of, I'm having trouble keeping up with it. I had tried running ads before this, and they just didn't convert. Like I just didn't know what I was doing. So I gave up on that. And then I just thought, well, I just gotta like grow my social media, I guess. And like it's just like having no direction on how to create sales, basically.
Mm.
And but my logically I would think it was everything else. I would think it's the price, it's the product, it's everything else but just focusing on the sales. It's a kind of like a Lego meets letterpress. So
Mm.
it's a printmaking, I think of it as a printmaking system, but the main product offer is a kit that's kind of like a giant rubber stamp. You can create a pixelated image or text or whatever, ink it, and then print it. Yeah, I basically think of it as like an educational tool for teaching about modular design principles, typography, patterns. Just yeah, like a tool for helping people see the patterns that exist in the world around us, how
Mm.
modular thinking is present in urban planning,
Mm.
houses, objects, wherever we look. So that's kind of the deeper reason behind doing this. I've gone into personal debt. I've taken money out of my retirement savings. Um, it's been a huge strain on my marriage. This was like down to the wire. Like it's kind of like my wife had put up with it for several years, and it was kind of like this needs to either start working or you need to get a job and like maybe let it simmer on the side. I saw you guys' ads, I think 2 years ago, and it
Mm.
stuck in my head. And I watched a video where you're talking about the three levers, and that stuck with me too. And then I was like, oh, okay, I got the gist of it. Like I can just keep doing my thing. It turns out it's very difficult to move those levers if you don't know what you're doing. But I thought, uh, yeah, that was kind of there. And then a few months ago, my wife saw the ads and
mm,
she told me about them. And she was like, "Oh, I'm thinking about doing it, but I think it would work better for you." We had just decided that if I couldn't hit 15 to 20K in revenue a month, which is what I'd calculate to be like the bare minimum for me to pay myself a salary that was sustainable and stop pulling out of my retirement savings, that would be the break even. I did a Vipassana workshop earlier this year. It was like
mhm,
10 days. I experienced things during that I didn't think would be possible. There was no one telling me what to do, really. It was very
mm,
open-ended. It was all internal. And I thought that the way you guys are approaching this with setting people up for to figure this stuff out on their own, it felt like you were getting at something similar, like that we have each of us has this inside of us to figure out what our unique path is, and we have some unique value to give back to everyone else. But you have to discover it for yourself. You can't pay anyone to do it. You can pay someone to help guide you, but you can't, you're ultimately doing it on your own. And that being reinforced again and again by your classroom, the curriculum, other people in the community, I just felt like I was in the right place. The way you break down how meta works into a science experiment, like there is so many detours there that when I had done it before, I spent a few thousand on ads over the last couple of years. I didn't know why they weren't working. Like I just assumed
mm.
Meta was doing everything right because it keep telling you, yeah, just do this and we'll, do this default setting and everything is going to work. And you just don't know why things aren't working. In this case, now I know it's both the ads I was running were terrible, but also had no idea how to structure them in a scientific way. Creating the ads was tough. Like it was it was tough, but also extremely fulfilling and
Mm,
very validating when they succeeded because it feels like I can finally tell the story. I'm telling the story that I knew innately, but I could not express. Yeah, it's like I was mute or something, like up until now, and now I feel like, oh yeah, I know how to talk about this.
mm,
Basically, I know how to visually express it, and I know what works for this format and how to get people's attention out of this black hole that is Instagram, and like hopefully get them doing something that is physical and with their hands and get out of that. Just be like some little point of real light
mm,
in that black hole. The holidays are always pretty strong sales wise, so I don't
mm,
see why I couldn't hit 100K in November and December
mhm,
for financially. And next year, yeah, I want to be doing 100K a month, basically on a regular non-holiday month. I've gotten interest from a retail buyer, we'll say,
mhm,
that has kind of been a dream. So I may go to a more mass market
mhm.
products and like smaller and a little bit a different price point. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. That's kind of where I see it going initially. And then later in the year, I have some other, I'm still a product designer at heart,
Yeah.
but I'm always thinking, yeah, I've got some other product ideas. There's been a lot of interest from schools, which has always been
Mhm,
interest from schools, but I've been seeing getting a lot of purchase orders and quotes or issuing quotes. And I'm really excited to see it being used in schools because I one of my fears going into this was that I just don't want to create garbage in the world. Like there's enough plastic garbage in the world without creating something new that people are going to give to their kids. The kid only uses it for Christmas and then forgets about it. But seeing it in schools, I know that they're going to be used year after year with lots of students. And I'm really excited about making more products tailored towards that and like going after that kind of segment. It coincides perfectly with the ads. Like I started
mm,
running ads, I'm getting direct sales, but also within days, I'm getting emails from teachers asking for
mm,
quotes. And then it got to the point within 2 weeks where I was like so tired of answering the same questions that I changed my menu, got rid of stuff, put education. So it's like kit or like shop and then education. And then it's just an FAQs and that's
Yeah.
cut out. So that's cut out a lot of customer service stuff. But yeah, it's all the ads. It's just carryover. So those aren't even
Mm,
factored into the great ROAS I've been getting.
mm,
It's just like, it feels like gravy on top of the direct customer sales. I'm just extremely grateful. I have to say, like, I could almost cry. I'm just so,
mm,
you guys have, yeah, this has been such a long standing dream and it's been stagnant for so long and you guys shine the light and now I can walk. Like, I feel like I've been bushwhacking a trail for like miles and you're like, there's a path like 50 feet that way. Like just stop. It's right over here.
mm,
So thank you. Thank you to you and Daryl and everyone else. The community is extremely supportive. They are supportive. The curriculum is so dialed in. It's constantly being revised. If you do the sales call and they identify you as a business that is a good fit for this program, like a D2C product, this program works because you learn how to tell your own story. And if you can succeed on meta ads, telling your own story in a very rough way, authentic way, I believe you can succeed in anything, basically. Like there's really no limit. Yeah, so do it.
mm.